Hello, Flosstube. It's Wednesday, June 1st, 2022. Happy June, everyone. I hope you have a great month coming up. My name is Sherry. Welcome to my channel. If you are new, if you have been following me for a while, welcome back. Thank you for your support. I appreciate it so much. So today you will notice that if you saw my last video, you will notice that Malia is not with me. It's not because she is giving up on her cross stitch project. She has worked on it. In fact, 2 weeks ago when we filmed, we got her fabric ready and she did a little bit of stitching. Of course, you know, being a new stitcher, she was messing up quite a bit, getting knots in the back of her fabric, and I would have to show her how to fix those kind of situations, maybe hide them as much as possible. But she did not get discouraged. She, in fact, said that she loved her stitching and that she could get addicted to it. So I am happy to have at least one of my daughters who is loving the cross stitching. I tried to get her to maybe pick a small to work on too, because if you remember, she picked Sleepy Hollow from Glendon Place, and which is a much larger piece for her as a relatively, new beginner. But she has cross-stitched some in the past, so she kind of knows what she's doing. But she said she's adamant, no extra projects, no smalls to work on, when she's just out, we're riding in the car or whatever. One project only. But anyhow, Malia will rejoin us later. She has some events coming up that she has been getting ready for, and it's going to be taken away from her stitching time. She's very heavily involved in her martial arts, and she will also be gone away, like for a good part of the summer, involved in some activities that she's doing. So we'll miss her around here, but maybe before she leaves, we can get like a little short video with her, her showing what progress she has made on her Sleepy Hollow. With that, we'll move on to my projects. Usually the first thing I show you, if you have followed my videos very often, is Signs of Fall from the Leisure Arts. I'll show the picture for anybody that's new. But yeah, this is from the October 1994 issue of Leisure Arts. I did not work on that at all this past 2 weeks. And you all know how much I want to get that done, but I was kind of having some time where I just wanted to work on some smalls. I started a lot of smalls, or to me, a lot of smalls, and I planned a lot of smalls. And so I kind of wanted that relaxing type of stitching time. Not that Signs of Fall isn't relaxing when I'm in the mood for it, and in the mood for the confetti stitching and the back stitching and things like that. I really enjoy it. But I've been dealing with some stress and like people do from time to time, and um, the smalls I have started have really helped me. I have really enjoyed working on those at night, and when I get, the chance to settle down and uh, just visit with my oldest daughter, Hannah. She comes in from work late, and so I sit and talk to her. We binge watch some TV series sometimes, a few episodes or so before she goes to bed, and um, so that's my time I get to spend with her if I'm going to spend any because of her work schedule. So it's late, later at night. So I will show you what I have been working on. Now that we're like 6 minutes in, over 6 minutes in, and just show you what I have been working on and some things that I kitted up for that I thought I would get to, and just thought maybe you would want to see some of that stuff, that kind of stuff too. And so we will just get to it. Um, and let me just say, before I go on, that I hope that everyone was able to um, to be able to have a good weekend. Um, this past weekend with your family, and that we remembered those who have served and um, made the ultimate sacrifice for the freedoms that we enjoy in our lives today here in our country. And so I hope that you were able to have a good weekend with family, friends. So with that being said, I did do some patriotic type stitching this past week. If you remember in my last video, I was showing this magazine, Just Cross Stitch magazine. I think this was from 2021. No, this is August 2020. Some of you may have that at home. And Malia talked me into starting this Star Spangled Sheep. I think this is from Deanna Carter of Cherry Hill Stitchery, and it's really cute. But I haven't gotten a whole lot done on it, but I did choose some different colors than what is in this called for here. So I think I'm going to, just because I want this to fit a particular frame I have. We're trying not to go out and buy extra things, and I definitely don't need extra fabric to go spend money on fabric and things. So I think I'm going to leave off this bottom part here, and possibly this part where the banner, whatever you call this, and just have the grass and the sheep and the fireworks and the crows sitting on top, so that it will fit a particular frame that I have, and hopefully that will work, that we can make that work out. I'm getting distracted here because there is a little gnat crawling over on my camera. It won't go away. Uh, so if you see me looking up or getting distracted, that's what's happening. But I after I started stitching this, I really love this design. So let me show just a little bit that I have done on it. This is all part of the flag that I got done. This is another thing over the past 2 weeks. There was a lot of interruptions for stitchy time. So, yeah. And we are, of course, some of you know that we do homeschool. So we have been trying to end up our school year, and we're down to where we're filling out all our paperwork that's got to go to the umbrella school that we homeschool through. And so we've been doing that, and then trying to get ready for the activities for the summer formally. So my stitchy time has been affected too, so because of that. But that is my start on our Star Spangled Sheep. I'm hoping to get that done very soon, because I want it out, of course, for summer. And I just looked up, if you notice, if you saw my video 2 weeks ago, right up here is the cross stitch piece that Linda from Smoky Mountain Stitchers made me, and I love it. Let me just show it again if you didn't see the video from last week. Have yourself a beachy little Christmas. Now, I was not about to put this up because I love it. So I'm keeping it out, even though it says Christmas. So it's going to stay. It's going to stay out. Put it right back there. Excuse me for turning my back to the camera. So yes. So the next thing I have to show, I'm almost done with this. It's from Cross Stitch Favorites Spring Summer 2022 magazine. And if you remember, if you have seen my past videos, I started that flamingo kind of right in the middle of the book there. I'm just doing the flamingo, and some of the designs is around it. And I started that just for summer, and here I am. This is on, I think it's called Vintage Blue. It's from Hobby Lobby, but it's on I think that's the name of it. So it's on 14 count Vintage Blue. If I would actually just work on it just one night, I would be completely finished with it. So by the time you see me again, it should be done. Okay. The next project I don't have the cover picture to show you. It's from the summer cross stitch, getting this tongue tied, Cross Stitcher magazine. It's the design is from Doreen Jones. It is a seaside, surprise, surprise, a seaside pictures. It's small, and the actual picture is a like a little beach cottage. There's a rowboat up beside of the cottage, a palm tree, flowers. Then out from the cottage is the sea, and it's just really pretty. So I've got the palm tree done. And I have been really loving working on that. Now, here's my story time. I didn't think about it until I saw the cover picture and I was showing it to my daughter Hannah. And she said, oh, Mom, that's like a Death in Paradise picture. Do any of you watch Death in Paradise? We love that series. And that is where the, oh, what do they call him? The inspector, is he called a detective inspector? I don't know. But he lives in a shack by the sea. And in some of the episodes, there's a rowboat that's sitting there next to it. And there's a palm tree there. So Hannah immediately thought of that when she saw this picture, the picture. So while I was cross stitching this palm tree, we did a binge watch of the new season that came out of Death in Paradise. And that was fun. We actually finished. We watched it in 2 nights. So so I worked on that while we were binge watching one of our favorite shows. So okay, the next thing that I started, which I actually started this morning, was a project I showed you a couple of videos ago, I think, that I had planned to start. And it is called Secret Beach. Now, I did not bother to look up the called for colors. I'm just grabbing whatever I have with me because I have a baggie full of, a Ziploc bag full of colors, floss colors from the Cross Stitch favorite magazines. You'll see why in a minute. But like, I mean, there's all of my colors. So I'm just grabbing things from that baggie for this piece. So I started right down here and made it about halfway over this morning. And I have decided, I think, if I can, that instead of the mermaid, did you see the gnat crawling on my screen? I'm sorry. But I think that I am going to put a well, just a small well right there. I'm going to try it, see how it works. So here is what I got done so far. And this is just a piece of 14 count scrap Aida that I apparently coffee dyed at some point. And it needs to be ironed. But that's where I have gotten to. Now, this color was called for, the 932. And this color was supposed to be white, and I changed it to, let's see, I wanted to show you the, okay. So I changed it to the 747. Kind of give it that foamy look there. So that's what I have done so far. And this is actually going quickly. So I'm having fun with it too. So maybe we'll see a finish on that one next time. If I don't keep adding projects, which I may do. But I do intend on finishing some. Okay. I still have, just in case someone has not seen this, The Winds of Autumn. I've not made any progress on my project from this book, but I'll show it anyhow. It's from Spell of the Moon, which is this. I'm sure that you all have seen that many times. There's been a lot of people to cross-stitch that particular project. And this is, I don't think I said this was by Blackbird Designs. I love this book. So I'm still with my tree. I'll get back to it. So that's where I'm at. Okay. Some plans coming up, some things that I want to cross stitch, or that I already have kitted up that I thought I would get started before this video. I want to do, I thought there was a picture I could show. I think I maybe just have the chart. Okay, hold on. Let me try to cover up this picture with this fabric. Let's see if I can do it this way. Okay, this is from the Cross Stitch Favorites magazine, the same magazine the flamingo is from. I want to cross stitch this piece. I love that. I love the vibrant colors. And I will probably do it on, I already have all these kitted up. Those are some of the colors that you saw in the baggie that I just showed. And I will probably do it on a piece of this blue, vintage blue Ada. So that's one project that I already have things ready for. And the next one from the same book, there was a chart in here that I liked, but I did not want to do the whole chart right now because I'm in that smalls mood. I'm just letting my cross-stitching vibe take me wherever it needs to take me. And right now it's taking me to the smalls, all the smalls. And as I turn the pages on this, I have seen so many other things I want to cross stitch. Okay, hold on just one second. I cannot find. Oh, here it is. Okay, this is the whole design, which I think is adorable. Just adorable. But I don't want to stitch the whole design. I'm going to pick out certain motifs from it, and maybe next year I might decide to do the whole design. But I want to stitch this motif on its own. I want to do the butterfly on its own. I would like to do this on its own. And I also have uh, there's several smalls, like little, very small. Maybe I'll show that next video that I am planning on doing just because I want to have something ready when I want to send a homemade card to someone, especially if it's someone that maybe needs, like, just to be encouraged, pepped up or something, and to get a card with a picture that has some vibrant colors or something. I know it would mean a lot to me. So I am trying to cross stitch up some pieces like that too. So hopefully I can put that in my rotation. Okay, the next thing that I want to cross stitch comes from this book, Cross Stitch for All Seasons. I got this on Amazon. Maria Diaz Designs. And I'm not sure if there is, I forgot to look before I started filming. There is a strawberry design that I want to do. Oh, I don't think there's a, oh, right here it is. But it's bigger. It's bigger than what it looks like right here. Okay, so this is the strawberry design I want to do. And I would actually love to do this too. But this would actually be my next thing. And I kind of would like to do some of these small, remember when I was talking about the smalls for cards and things? They've got some really cute flowers. I'd like to do the garden shed at some point. And there's all kinds of things in this book that I want to do, but the pot of strawberries I want to get to soon. I saw a project that Jeanette did from Crafty Cottage Stitches. She did a basket of the strawberries, and that was so pretty. And it made me think of this project I had in my book. I had looked at it before and thought, I'm going to cross stitch that. And I never did get to it. But when I saw hers, I thought, it's time to get to it. So I pulled that out and have it ready to get a start on also. Okay, the next thing coming up that when I get some of these smalls done, that I think that I'm going to start is, it comes from this Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine. Let me see. The 2021 summer issue. So this one. It's a design by Twin Peak Primitives called Provincetown 1879. So, whoops, sorry. Love that. So that is another thing I have picked out to come up and stitch. I love that well. So that's in the plan. And the next thing in the plan, I wanted this started before I made my video today, but never got to it. I have the uh, coffee break, I think this is called, from Design Works, and I'm going to do these right now as individual uh, pieces. And I have a friend that I was making a gift for, and Malia picked out this square. So I'm going to do this design for her. So the frappe. So um, that needs to get started soon. Okay. Let me go back through, make sure. Okay, now I have a few other things to show. First, I'm going to show some past finishes. I actually did these last year, I think. These came from a cross stitcher magazine, one of the 2021 magazines, and they were the blah blah blah. So sorry. Tongue-tied. They were a design for each month. So I did what? March through May is what I did. And I just found these again in my stuff the other day. Let me get a drink of coffee. Okay. This was the March. Excuse me. This was the March design. I love the sheep on it. I wish I had had it out in March. I get conflicted over these monthly designs sometimes because I like them all. And sometimes I think, oh, do I want to put the month on there, or do I want to make it to where I can keep them out for whatever season, during all the season, instead of just that month. Then I decided, yes, I would put the month on there because it would just be fun to have something to change out from month to month. So that was the March. I love the sheep. I mean, my channel name's Willie Sheep Stitcher. I love them. Okay. The next one was the April. So I need to get a finish on these, a fully finish on these. And May is absolutely beautiful. Now, I did change out the colors on these. I do remember changing out colors. But there's May. Okay. So the next one coming up, of course, is June. So I need to get on top of it and get June done. But June is a house, strawberries, mountains in the back. That needs to be a project I work on for the next 2 weeks. It needs to go into my rotation of things. And let me just show you July. So there's July, and you know I'm going to love that because it's all things coastal, seaside. Yes. Same with August. There's August. And you know I'm going to love that. And I will show the rest at another time after I catch up with some stitching on these June and July and August projects. Okay. A past whip that I need to get to I'm not saying when I'm going to get to it, but I do need to get to it. It was a gift from my daughter for Christmas 2 years ago, I think. And it's a Riola's kit. Um, and it's for the winter season. I think they have this design for each season: spring, summer, fall, and winter. And she got me the winter one with the cats. So I like that. I did start it, and I need to pull that out and work on that with some of my rotation. So I am going to keep this out, the things that I'm showing you, so that I can add those in as I go. And I haven't forgotten about my farmhouse. What's it called? Fall on the Farm. Crinkle sounds here. This is the Fall on the Farm that I'm going to start. Okay. Now, update on, some of you all will remember my, where did it go? Mine went blank. The Inn at Fox River Mill, Little House Needleworks. I was working on that. Malia and I had made our plans that I would work on that one until I get it done. Then I would start Sleepy Hollow. You all, I have lost, misplaced, or something, the chart that went to this. So I did not get to work on it the past 2 weeks at all. I keep thinking it will pop up at some point. I even went back and watched my video trying to see if there was any hint of what I could have done with the chart, or with this when after I showed it. It's nowhere to be found. I am hoping that somehow it didn't get thrown in the garbage. It's always a little hard when you make these videos because you have so much stuff that you have out, and sometimes it's easy for things to get mixed up and something happened to them. So I'm hoping that I can find my chart. If I can't find my chart, I'm going to give it 2 more weeks. If I can't find my chart, I will go ahead and go about the plan of starting Little House Needleworks, Sleepy Hollow. That is the name. Sleepy Hollow Lodge. So that was the plan, to start that after the Inn at Fox River Mill. And then maybe at some point the chart will still show up. But I'm kind of sad over that. I really wanted to work on that this past 2 weeks. I have a couple of other pieces that I want to show that's going to be in my upcoming stuff. This is Maggie Bean Harvest. I do not have the called for colors on here, so I'm going to have to kind of make up my own. But these are some sweet little pictures. I especially want to get that one done. I'm sorry, that was my elbow scooting on the table, trying to reach. But I especially want to get that one done with the little house. I love it. And I like the other one too. So that's going to come up. And I have done, okay, I have a Lizzie Kate. This is my Lizzie Kate. Oh, you should turn it this way. And I have done this portion before. I'm going to do it again. I have it in an ornament style right now. But I want one for a frame. So, and I know that this is made for the Halloween rules, I guess. Is that what it was called? I didn't know that at the time. I didn't know that these were made to make, yeah, the Halloween. I knew nothing about that at the time when I got this. But yes, I want to do this as a small. I love that. It's so cute when it's done up. And hoping to get, I need to get back to Old Glory, but I don't have the cover picture out. But that is a whip that I have. And I found this. I had forgotten I had this. The Souvenirs of the Heart. And that, I got this when we took a trip to Johnson City to Cross Stitch and Crafts. The proper stitcher, Annie, had made us aware of that cross stitch store. I didn't know about it. So we just took a drive one day. It's just about an hour and a half, something like that, from where we live. And I got some things there. And this was one of the things I got. And one more thing. I think I got this at Cross Stitch and Crafts too. Threads Through Time. Designed by Nancy Sturgeon, and it's called The Lighthouse. I want to do that. So those are some of my upcoming plans. As I finish these whips, I'm moving some of the, as I finish the whips I showed you, I'm moving some of these in. And I am going to get back to Signs of Fall for this next 2 weeks. And I really need to get that done so that I can rotate it to the next piece. If you haven't seen my video from 2 weeks ago where Malia and I made my plans for my stitching, then go back and check that out so you can see my plans for my rotation. And yeah, I kind of left it open for the smalls because right now I need to be able to start any small that I want to. It really helps with some things that I'm dealing with right now. And I'm really enjoying doing the smalls. So I think that is all I had to talk about today. I feel like there was more, but I'm already at 44 minutes. So I will go ahead and end this video, and I want to wish everyone well, be safe, as I always say. If there are struggles in your life that are going on, I pray blessings to you that things will get better in your life. And I plan to be back in 2 weeks. So that's June 15th, I think. Yeah, I think that's June 15th. So I plan to be back in 2 weeks. Now, it's possible that I will try to get a video out with Malia before she is, maybe just a short video showing her progress. We'll try to see what we can work out with that, because she will not be able to join me again on Flosstube probably until July, if then. But we will post pictures on my Instagram page. So I do have an Instagram, Woolly Sheep Stitcher. Go over to Instagram if you have access to Instagram. Go there and check out what I post there, because I post some things there that I don't even talk about on my Flosstube channel. So yeah. So until next time, as I said, be well, be safe, and blessings to you. Bye.